Hello, vinyl community, and anyone else watching this. It's been a little while, but here I am. I'm going to be doing a recent finds video, but I have a few things to talk about before I do the video. First, more than one person has wondered where I've been, and actually sounded a little concerned. So I want to thank you, anybody that's been wondering about me, and I thank you for caring and wanting to see more. And I'm going to make this video and 3 or 4 more over the next couple of days, and then I probably will disappear again for a little while. I don't want to get very into my life, but I've had a setback or two in the last week or two. And I've been pretty down and just not feeling like making videos. And I haven't even been watching many of yours, although I just watched a few tonight. In fact, I watched some of Me, Mr. Mayo's, Sgt. Pepper 13, the Hog's Ear Report, and you guys really picked me up. So thank you for that. That's what the vinyl community is all about. I was getting down. I was thinking of even dropping out, to be honest. And ending my podcast as well. I don't think I'm going to do either. But that's another issue. That's really down. Podomatic screwed with it again, and I lost tons of listeners, and I'm pretty angry about that. And just been angry and down lately. Got my vacation from work denied. Haven't had one since March or early April, something like that. And I just need time. I don't have time, and that's why I'm going to make a few videos if I have the time now, and then it may be a little while before I make some more. I'm also not buying many things, although I may have something new to show you. Sorry about that. In the next few weeks, and if that happens, I will make a video about that. Anyways, thanks for your concern and wondering where I am, and here I am. And the last really good day I had was a couple of Saturdays ago. I went to a record show in Ithaca, and my favorite vendor was there, and some other vendors that I really like was there. It was way better for me than the Buffalo show, and free to get in. And my tip for all of you guys that keep going to these shows and they're so crowded and everything, I mean, I know you're looking for the primo stuff, but not everybody's looking for the same thing. And the show opened at 10. I showed up about noon. Probably a third of the people at least were gone by then, which is great. I got to look at every booth I wanted to look at. I spent about 2.5 hours there, maybe even 3 hours. Got to take my time, and for me it's just way better than showing up, standing in line, and not getting to see anything. So that's what I've been doing the last couple times I've gone to record shows. It's just showing up a little late. Anyway. So I went to a record show and did find some stuff that I really liked, and I bought quite a few things, more than in Buffalo. And I'm going to start with the one I ponied up the most for, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Matt, the Sgt. Pepper's 13, found one of these at a thrift store, and I was so jealous. He paid like $0.25. I'd never seen one. And I go to this record show, and sure enough, there's one. Now, I paid quite a bit more than $0.25, but I don't think I overpaid for this record at all, and I'm very glad to have it in my collection. It is the very first Paul Simon solo record, released in 1965, UK only, never came out in America, and this is a UK pressing. Don't know if it's original. I don't think there's probably too many different issues of this record. It's got a few songs on it that he later redid with Simon and Garfunkel, including The Sound of Silence is on here, and Most Peculiar Man is on here, and I'm a Rock. All the Kathy's song, Patterns, all the original versions of these songs. It's on an orange CBS label. I'm not going to show you the label. You guys probably have all seen the orange CBS label. But I did pony up for this a little bit, but I don't think too much at all. And very, very happy to have this in my collection. So thanks for showing it, Mac. I don't think I would have even looked without you showing that. So it's great. There's a British guy that comes to the shows, and I bought the next few from him. All rarish sort of stuff. This I thought was really cool. College Radio Network presents Dave Edmunds and Rockpile. It's an interview sort of album with some selected tracks on it, including a live version of I Hear You Knocking, which I'm sure is Rockpile, which probably hasn't ever been released anywhere else. It's on Atlantic and Swan Song. It is on the Led Zeppelin Swan Song label, which is really cool. Promo only, and a really cool thing. I've been into Edmunds lately. I've been reading the Bop book too. There was a nice article on Mr. Edmunds in there, and then I found this, and very glad I did. Very cool album. Another promo only here. The Essential Robert Gordon on one side. From the Essential Robert Gordon album, there's 3 tracks there. Just a white label and a sleeve. And this side is the side you buy it for. Robert Gordon live from the Paradise, Boston, Massachusetts. 3/22/79. And 3 live tracks there from Robert Gordon, which I don't know if they are ever released anywhere else or not, but very cool to have this. Huge Robert Gordon fan. He's like a rockabilly guy, if you don't know who he is, and sort of teamed up with Link Wray for his first 2 records, and they're really good albums. So very happy to have that as well. Also, picked this up. I have a reissue. This was very reasonably priced, I thought. It's in really nice shape. The King's Court, Ed recently showed his reissue of this. It's The Hassles, Billy Joel's first LP from his first band. And there's the back. It's with all the glare. I don't know if you'll be able to see all that much. I will show this one. I have to do this. And I'm not a fan of these things. I know a lot of you love the Japanese sort of sleeves. I don't. But I'm showing because the original is a gatefold. There's Billy Joel there in the corner, right there. And this thing is in really nice shape. And it's in an original United Artists sleeve. It is on United Artists Records. And this was under 10 bucks. A couple bucks under 10 bucks to get you closer. And it's in really nice shape, and really happy to have that and add it to my collection. So Ed, you got me thinking about the Hassles and Billy Joel, and I just stuck my sleeve to the cover, which is why I don't like these things. I think I successfully got it off. Anyway, I sort of believe in karma. I'll tell you a quick story once. I didn't know in my early days of collecting, I had a friend John who told me that Paul McCartney put out a single with his wife Linda by Susie and the Red Stripes. I'd never heard of this. And later that day, I went to the record store 2 blocks from my house, walked in, plowed through the 45s, came out with a copy of Susie and the Red Stripes. So I sort of believe in karma, but you need to know what you're looking for, and which is why we all love the vinyl community. And a couple more from this guy. The Wonderful World of Reckless Eric. I love Reckless Eric. I've never seen this album. It's an original stiff record from the UK. And They make it like it's a movie or something. It does. It actually looks like a soundtrack album. So there's a little bit of water damage on the cover, but I didn't pay too much for it. And there's your track listing. And of course, Nick Lowe produced the very first Reckless Eric record, Whole Wide World. And he was on Stiff for quite a while. So very happy to have that as well. And from my my favorite seller, I didn't buy that much this time, but I did buy this. It's a reissue of Gary Glitter's first album in England called The Leader. I believe it's his first album. And it is a reissue, and it is a UK import. There's a track listing there. And pretty much the same track listing as the US album on Bell, but it wasn't expensive and I just thought it was cool, so picked that up. And it's on Epic. And me and Mr. Mayo showed this record not too long ago, and I love this band, but I can never find them, and this is the first album by them I've owned. The Runaways. It's their last album. As Joe said, the critics pan it, but it's his favorite Runaways album. And I only know Black Leather from it, I think, and I do really like Black Leather. So there you go. There's the girls. Of course, Kim Fowley no longer anything to do with the Runaways at this point, and very happy to have that. That was probably my second biggest pony up. This I just thought was cool. The very best of John Lee Hooker on VJ Records. Actually Buddha Records, but I think it's his VJ stuff. And there's your set list. And just a cool cover. I don't think I've ever seen this before. And being on Buddha Records, I just thought that was cool. Really nice shape. Little writing on the back cover, but very happy to have that. And last thing I bought from him was Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, still in the shrink. It's the Sam the Sham review album. Love Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. There's the set list. And it was 35 cents at one point. Love when they still have that kind of stuff on it. But I don't see any cuts or anything in it. So very happy to get this. And again, none of these things were very expensive. And that was that for that seller. Then I found, I'll save this guy for last because I found him last. Went to the booth of one of the two local record store guys, and I don't usually find stuff by him at the, because he has the same stuff in his store. So but I did find this, NRBQ's Tiddlywinks. It's my favorite album by them. It's got the great Me and the Boys on it, which Dave Edmunds ran away with later. Not much later either, and sounded exactly the same. There was I see this album all the time. It's not rare, but it's usually, I don't know, $3 to $5 more than I want to pay for it. And in fact, there were 2 other copies at their record show. But this one was the nicest, and this one was $5. So, picked it up. It's on Red Rooster. Very happy to have it in my collection. I always loved the Red Rooster label. So very happy to have that finally. And last but not least, I'll show them in this order. I just never see this, and it was cheap. Remember You're a Womble. The Wombles album. Actually, there may be more than one. The Wombles were a British sort of kiddie kind of band. Very environmentally sound band. There's your track listing there. And I have the 45 in a picture sleeve from this album. I've had it for years and years. I don't think I've ever run across the record. So, it's in nice shape. Probably a reissue, because it is on just the red Columbia label. I don't know if it would have been originally or not. It may not be a reissue. I don't know. But the Wombles, I just never see this. The Best of Louis Prima on Rhino. I collect Rhino records, and like I said, I never, ever, ever see this record. And I saw it, and it's still in shrink and minty all round, and I love Louis Prima and Keely Smith. And there you go. Very, very happy to add this to my collection. And last but not least, very happy to find this. Cover could use some whitening up. I haven't cleaned it or anything yet. I haven't played any of these yet. I have been so busy. Life just takes you over. And that's my problem right now. Too much life, not enough time to live it. Anyway, James Gang, Rides Again. I don't know how many of you know about this, but they got sued over this album. And the track listing changed on the back. Bolero was taken out of the medley, edited out, and most copies do not have that. So, of course, James Gang being Joe Walsh's band. And to find one, this was like $5. To find one with Bolero in really nice shape, I was very happy about. It is a gatefold, very sort of 70s psychedelic inner gatefold there, and just on ABC Records. But I've always wanted one of these, actually. James Gang Rides Again with Bolero on it. They do a really good, it's my favorite part of the medley, and very happy to have that. So, to sum up, I am back for a minute, and then I'll be on and off. It's just, I've got no time, guys. Life is just, I needed this vacation to take care of all the little things going on in my life that I never get to take care of, and I didn't get it, and it's kind of got me down and a little screwed up and whatever. And the only other thing I wanted to say, of course, check out my podcast on cracklepop.podomatic.com. It could use some listeners right now. Christmas is coming early December, by the way. There'll be a whole month of that. But what I really wanted to say, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, all of you guys and gals out there that have managed to find the right person in your life and start families and have families of your own, you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky to have people to lean on, and you're lucky to have people to help you out and to just do little things around the house and to just, I think I've been married once, so it was that way when I was married. To not have to do everything alone and not have to worry about everything that you have to worry about all by yourself. So Thanksgiving is coming, and just remember that at Thanksgiving. Be thankful for what you have and who you have, more importantly, I think. So, that's, as Alex Chilton once said at the end of a great song, that's enough of that. So that is enough of that. Again, thanks for watching. I am going to make probably one more video tonight and maybe a couple more tomorrow. I'll try to space them out if I can. And then I'll be back when I'm back. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna maybe take a bit of a break eventually, but like I said, I'm gonna make another video right now, so I'm not going anywhere yet. But thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye.